Hi, my name is Brian. Welcome to this journey through political campaigns and advocacy careers. Today we are going to study the chapter, which is Starting Your Political Journey. In this chapter, we'll explore how economics students can enter the world of political advocacy and campaigns, the multiple pathways available, and how each can help you apply economic principles to real-world policy challenges while building valuable career skills. By the end, you'll have a roadmap to begin your own political engagement. Your political engagement roadmap. In politics, there isn't just one entry point. There are many. This roadmap introduces four broad categories: campus-based opportunities, party structures, civil society routes, and digital advocacy. Each offers unique benefits depending on your interest and time commitment. For an economics student, these pathways are not only about participating, but also about applying your economic analysis skills to improve decision-making. The more you align your skills with the needs of these pathways, the more impactful your contributions will be. Campus elections, your first political laboratory. Campus elections are a great place to start because the stakes are lower, but the learning is real. You can practice budget planning, resource allocation, and even propose changes like better pricing for student meals or more scholarships. As an economics student, you can analyze the cost-benefit of initiatives, use data to back your proposals, and develop models for fair resource distribution. Even if you don't win, you gain skills in organizing, public speaking, and negotiating. These are the same skills used in larger political settings. Campus elections, getting started. The first step is identifying your platform. Focus on economic issues that impact students directly, such as textbook costs or part-time job opportunities. Build a diverse team that includes economics students as well as peers from political science, communications, and statistics for a well-rounded approach. Create a campaign strategy based on data, not just slogans. Graphs and models make your point stronger. After the election, measure the outcomes of your initiatives to show real results. Even an unsuccessful campaign is valuable for your growth. Volunteering for political parties. Volunteering gives you direct exposure to political machinery. Parties need help in areas like canvassing, data analysis, and event management, all of which can benefit from economic insights. Your training lets you explain policies to voters in a clear way, prepare economic briefs, and assess the financial feasibility of promises. Start small, maybe with local chapters or university-affiliated groups. This step builds your network and lets you influence economic policy from within. Volunteering. Choosing your party. Choosing the right party isn't just about ideology, it's about alignment with your career and policy interests. Study each party's economic platform, fiscal policies, and regulatory stances. As an economics student, you can assess how realistic their budget promises are or how their tax policies might affect markets. Also consider their positions on international trade and development. Remember, your role can shape the economic direction of the party. Interning with political leaders. An internship lets you work directly with decision makers, research leaders whose economic priorities match your interests, and check their voting records. Apply with a strong cover letter that highlights your ability to contribute to economic policy. During the internship, ask for tasks like budget analysis, economic briefings, or constituency research. This experience can lead to future roles and gives you a deeper understanding of how economic policy affects real communities. Interning. Types of political offices. Legislative offices let you work on laws and budgets. Executive offices focus on implementing policies, which might involve evaluating programs or forming public-private partnerships. Campaign offices are fast-paced and require you to craft economic messages that connect with voters. In all cases, you can contribute by analyzing data and proposing evidence-based solutions. Many internships also offer academic credit, making them easier to integrate into your studies. Youth political wings. Structured engagement. Youth wings are like a party's training ground for future leaders. They have committees, elected positions, and policy groups. Perfect for an economics student interested in fiscal planning or policy development. You can propose initiatives related to education financing, youth employment, or entrepreneurship incentives. Leadership training is often part of these programs. It's a way to influence real policy while still being a student. Political fellowships, IP, AC, YLAC, and more. Fellowships are competitive. but they offer deep hands-on experience in politics. Programs like IPAC focus on electoral strategy, WILAC on policy design, and LAMP on legislative research. These often include stipends or academic credit. As an economics student, you should prepare by showcasing your ability to analyze budgets or policy impacts. This experience also adds a strong credential to your resume. Fellowship application strategies. Start early, at least 4 to 6 months before deadlines. Secure strong recommenders who can vouch for your analytical and policy skills. Prepare 1 to 2 economic policy samples to demonstrate your expertise. Show how your training allows you to evaluate fiscal impacts and policy effectiveness. Well-prepared applications stand out in competitive fellowship programs. NGO party collaboration, the bridge approach. If you don't want to join a party directly, NGOs can be a bridge. They often collaborate with parties on research, advocacy, and development initiatives. Economics students can analyze policy impacts, create visualizations, or monitor budgets. This keeps you politically engaged while working in a nonpartisan space. It's a good fit if you value independence. Local body elections. The grassroots advantage. Local elections are smaller but highly impactful. Local bodies manage budgets, regulate markets, and create job schemes. As an economics student, you can help design fair tax systems, evaluate development plans, and use data for better decision-making. The barriers to entry are lower, making it easier for newcomers to get involved. It's politics at the community level, where change can be seen quickly. Petitions and social media. Digital advocacy. Digital advocacy is accessible and powerful. You can start petitions on issues like education funding, create infographics to explain economic trends, and run social media campaigns. Each platform works differently. Twitter for policymakers, Instagram for visuals, and YouTube for explanations. Economics students can strengthen campaigns by backing claims with data. This builds your reputation as a credible voice. Building effective digital economic advocacy. Translate economic data into relatable stories. Simplify without losing accuracy. Use analogies and visuals to explain concepts. Always back your claims with reliable sources. Balance rigor with storytelling so that your message connects with both experts and the public. This is an essential skill for modern political engagement. RTI activism. Information as political power. The Right to Information Act can be a tool for economic transparency. You can track budget allocations, procurement, and subsidies. Your skills allow you to spot discrepancies and analyze fiscal data. Start small with focused requests and collaborate with experienced activists. The data you uncover can fuel policy change, from RTI to impact, creating political change. The process starts with gathering information, then analyzing it through an economic lens. You then translate findings into simple reports for the public. Partner with media or advocacy groups to amplify your message. Real change often comes when economic evidence is made accessible. Case studies show that such efforts can lead to reforms. Forming advocacy groups, creating your platform. If no group addresses your issues, start your own. Identify an underrepresented economic issue, gather a diverse team, and choose a structure that fits your goals. Launch with a campaign that showcases your expertise, for example, an economic analysis of a policy. University resources can help you get started. This also builds leadership skills. Your political journey. Next steps. Begin small but think big. Even minor involvement builds skills. Document your work for future opportunities. Develop cross-cutting skills like data analysis, policy writing, and public speaking. Always connect theory from your coursework to practical political activities. Political engagement is both a career path and a way to make a meaningful impact.